What's up, everyone? It's Chicks in the Office with Rhea and Fran, giving you that Friday energy on a Monday. Happy Monday, everybody. We have a really cool episode today. We went to Dancing with the Stars Con this weekend, and we did a live taping panel at the con. And it was with a bunch of pros who were awesome. We had Sharna, we had Hailey, who's in Troop.
Yes.
We had Daniella, Pasha, Brandon, and Val, and they were excellent. So we did an amazing interview with them, which we will play during this episode.
And if you submitted some questions on our Instagram, you may hear your name.
Yeah.
Because we did read some Instagram submitted questions for them at the end, which is really fun. But they were fantastic. We had such a fun day on Saturday. We were really locked in from beginning to end of Dancing with the Stars Con. It is a 3-day event. It was all weekend long. We got to see so many people, fun things. We had a packed day on Saturday. They had a good schedule of events. I did end up playing ping pong.
Yes, you did. And honestly, you won.
Yeah, I would say we won.
I would say you and Joey won.
And because they were like, ooh, we did a tournament. Brandon and Alan were the hosts, and they love ping pong. Like, they play ping pong nonstop when they're on tour, everything. So they hosted the whole thing, and Gleb was playing, Val was playing, Joey was playing, Rashad was playing, and they sort of paired people up. Maybe like a little bit of collusion, because Joey and I were like, let's play together.
Right, because it was the pros or the stars paired up with fans who came to the convention.
Yes. And then there were like pairs, like there were friends already playing together. Like there was a husband and wife playing, there was there was also friends playing. But if you were a solo person, you had a chance to be paired with a pro.
And you and Joey were the only celebrity duo.
Yes.
Besides Brandon and
Alan, despite
who did not
me
play.
being considered a fan, you know?
You're a fan celebrity in my eyes.
Yeah.
But Brandon and Alan didn't play throughout the tournament.
No.
It was the surprise at the end when you and Joey, we thought you won.
Yeah.
And they said, guess what? Now you have to
gotta
battle.
play us. Yeah. And they were really, really good.
Yeah.
They're the type of ping pong players, they got that spin. You know, when you like chop the the paddle a little bit, you get that back spin. And it's very hard to return.
But you were great.
Thank you.
You crushed it.
I thought I played pretty well. I'm not gonna lie.
Compared to everybody else I saw, you were fantastic. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, look, I don't play ping pong that much, so it's like I didn't feel like I was coming in as a like we were hustling people.
Right, but when you do, you show up.
Yeah,
and you know how to play the damn game.
I was excited. We were playing with like a little bit of some different rules than I was used to. So once I got adjusted, we were good. But it was so fun because then some of the other pros were like the refs at each table, so they were the ones keeping score and everything. So Ezra, Jan, Hailey, Riley were all like referees, which was cute and fun. No, we had a blast. I think it was great.
We loved rooting you on. We were in the stands, whooping, hollering.
Whoop, whoop. There was paddles that they bedazzled. Little mirror ball paddles.
Yes.
For the winners, which Alan and Brandon tried to take, and then Joey was like, nah, and then he took it, and then he ran it over to you for safekeeping.
And I took those
and you did, and you saved me those
babies, and I said, here you go.
You took a really artsy photo of them first on the floor.
Well, I said, I have to. You gave me your camera, and I felt like I had to fulfill a duty.
Yeah.
And it was like, get great shots of her playing ping pong, and also get a really artsy picture of these ping pong paddles.
Yes.
Great shots of ping pong maybe didn't happen.
Yeah.
But
lighting wasn't ideal for the cam snap.
Well, it was just like you couldn't see a single thing.
No, you couldn't see anything. We were just little blobs.
Right. But
too far away.
That damn trophy, you'll have that for life.
Yep. And I made sure the paddles came home with me.
We haven't gone.
No, not all the way home, but they will make it home.
They will make it home. Yes,
they will absolutely make it home with me. Noah put them in his backpack when we were leaving the convention center, and I was like, or the arena, and I was like, where are my paddles?
Where are my damn paddles?
Trying to steal those from me?
Yeah, that'd be fucked up.
Trying to take my paddles, bro?
Yeah. No.
No, so we had a ton of fun. We have some social videos coming.
Yes.
We, like I said, Thought our panel was fantastic. Crowd was great. And then we came home, a little regroup, went back for the performance. That evening, Mirror Ball Mayhem. I said, kind of feels like we're on a Monsters Truck show. But loved it. It was a beautiful show. God, I could just watch them dance all day long.
They are so incredible.
Insane.
And I feel like I'm just being repetitive with the words I use, but there's really no other way to describe it. They are magical. You feel like you're in a trance watching them. Like, it's just jaw dropping. It's
really
breathtaking. They are so creative. The things that they come up with, right before this, I think they said within 10 days. And then also some of the numbers that they do at their live shows. It's amazing. Really, if you ever have a chance to go, if they do it in the future, highly recommend.
Definitely. And it was a good glimpse of sort of what tour looks like as well, because the tour is so much fun. But I loved the added addition of people that we don't really see anymore with them, or people have left the show and coming back for a little reunion time. Ex-stars were back. So that was really cool to see, Rumor dance again, and Amanda and Hannah and Danielle, Joey, Rashad, Johnny Weir was great. There's just so many people. You're like, God, they still got it.
They do.
It was really, really impressive. And I loved, Sharna was in it a lot, and Sharna's incredible.
Amazing.
Incredible dancer. I loved that Lindsay Arnold came. She was here at Con and was dancing, and then also danced as well with Riley, which was so cute. She just had her third baby, just had her third baby.
It's so impressive what they do. It really is.
Yeah.
And they will be announcing the new cast on September 2nd.
Yeah.
So we'll get the full cast, which is very exciting.
There was a rumor going around that maybe they were announcing another star at the end of Con.
Oh, I could see that. That would make sense.
So maybe they have, maybe they haven't by the time this has come out. I don't know.
Right.
But that was what, the people were whispering.
Maybe at the con, they have the star there and they bring them out. And they're like, this is the new cast member.
That's what the people were whispering about. No, it was so fun. It was actually so funny too, because they do set meet and greet times for people that come out. They do pictures, signings, all those things during the con. It's always a surprise because they don't put out the schedule. It would be mayhem if they did that for set times, because people would just wait and not go to some of the other things. Val's really, I feel like Val is everyone's number one love.
He was all over the map.
And I commend him because he really does it all. He dedicates himself to it and to the fans, and was doing everything, which is really great. But I was laughing because it's if it's said on the schedule, Val's doing his meet and greet from 1 to 2, no one would have been anywhere else. They would have been waiting to try and get a picture and all those things. So they keep it a surprise, which is funny because we had a set meet and greet time. And there's all these people lined up, and we turn the corner. And we're behind curtains. They're trying to catch a glimpse of who it is. And we're at fucking Dancing with the Stars Con. Obviously people are going to be the two girls that hosted that panel 10 minutes ago. So we're oh boy, this is going to be brace yourself for a rough reaction.
No, I looked at Fran before we turned the corner. I said, I'm freaking out. I cannot believe we're about to let.
There's so many people.
I cannot believe we're about to let these people down. That we're about to walk out right now. Okay, they are going to be devastated. And we walked out, and the first thing we heard was, "Oh, what?"
Yeah, literally, a girl went, "Wait, what?" Right,
and who could blame her?
Our faces.
Who could blame her?
But
I said this. One day she'll want that fucking picture.
Well, and you know what?
One day she'll want that photo.
She was waiting in line, and she did get a picture. She could have left the line.
She could have left the line. She absolutely could have left the line, but she stayed online. She got the picture.
Stay in line.
You never know. You never know. You look back on those pictures and go, oh my God.
Yeah.
Look at these two stars.
Yeah.
Years from now.
And thank you to
memorabilia.
All. There were a few lovely people that were listeners and told us. But my God, we've never done a con meet and greet like this before.
No.
And it moves at a different pace. It moves at a different pace. And I know that's how they have to do it for the pros and the stars. we're not used to it. Like I've never been to like a Comic-Con or anything like that where they have those set times, but they're trying to get 200 people because the guy who was taking our pictures, he was amazing. He was a lovely guy. But he was like, I can get through 200 people in 30 minutes. And I was like, what? Like, we can barely get through 50 people in,
well, yeah,
you know,
when we do
we're chatting, we're talking and
when
chatting.
we do our live shows, we hug everybody, we talk at the meet and greets, we try to make time. Obviously, if we're running on a time crunch, then we get the signal like, all right, which is always upsetting because then you feel bad that you can't take the time with every person because we really do want to take our time with every person. For this, there was no time to be had, which made
I guess
us,
too is like people are buying, you know, it's like you're buying a VIP ticket when it's art tour and things like that. So it's like
but they do the same thing for this too, which made me feel just a bit bad when there were the couple of people on the line that really were a fan of us. Yeah. And they were like being sped off. So to those lovely listeners, I'm so sorry that we didn't get to spend more time together.
And I hope we get to redo those pictures at some point because we were chatting and then it was like,
next,
photo's done.
Move it along. I took a bunch of pictures. Get out of here.
Yeah, he was like, I got him.
He was great though. Like he did his job as security and he was great.
Yes, like that is what
we're
he
just not
is supposed to be doing.
We're not used to that.
That's what he's supposed to be doing for like Daniella and Pasha.
Right,
you know,
like the very big stars.
Yeah. Like for JoJo Siwa when she's meeting people.
Right. Yeah.
And by the way, can I just say I fucking love seeing JoJo Siwa. She is such a delight. And I didn't mention her name for the performance Saturday night, but mostly because I felt like she was a fucking pro out there. She was in so many numbers. And she's just an amazing dancer. She was so good.
Fair,
I know she is a dancer. She is a dancer. But it's like
it's not shocking to me because I watch Dance Moms.
Yes.
So I'm like, yes, JoJo is a dancer. She's not a ballroom dancer.
Yes.
But she is a dancer.
Yeah. But like she still was doing a full ballroom number. Like her and Jenna came out and did a full ballroom number again. And like that's hard to remember, but she crushed it. There was one they did. It was like Ezra, Hailey, Riley, JoJo. Was it a Cat's Eye song? Was that Cat's Eye?
I think it was Cat's. It sounded like Cat's Eye.
It sounded like Cat's Eye.
It was either Cat's Eye or one of those.
Someone that sounds like Cat's Eye.
Yeah, one of those cool groups that we're maybe not into.
Right.
Or not into, but not in tuned with.
Yeah. But we know they exist and we know they're really sick.
Yes.
That's how I felt watching Cat's Eye perform at Coachella.
Exactly. This was my favorite number of the night.
Sick number.
It was so fucking good. I've rewatched it a million times on my phone now.
They posted, the Instagram account posted like the official video of it. I was watching it in bed this morning again. Ugh.
Can't stop watching it.
I know. I was fangirling in my DMs last night. I was like sliding up to Ezra's stories being like, this was sick.
It was so sick. It literally incredible. And they're just like the next generation of pros.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, which is so cool. So like they get their moments. They also acknowledged the past pros. I love the number they did for the women of Dancing with the Stars and just giving them their flowers of everything that they've been through. And now we got, babies, marriages, all these things. And they're just at the top of their game always. They did a really cool number where they played on the screen when they did a opening number to My Heart Will Go On. And then they redid it on the floor at the same time, which was really cool.
It was.
That was like, I thought that was innovative. Something I hadn't seen before was like, on the screen was from the actual ballroom and then they were doing the dance again. And then they played the dance for Len again, which just makes me teary-eyed every time. It really does. But beautifully put together. It was a ton of fun. I hope everybody that came had a good time because I know it's the first one they've ever done. So that can be stressful just for everybody involved. But I thought they nailed it. We had a very fun time. And we've had fun here. We got to celebrate our 1000th episode. We had a beautiful steak dinner.
Hell yeah.
Just one of the loveliest waiters we've had.
Shout out Marco.
Yeah, he was fantastic. Where not only did they, bring out a few things for us. They brought out quite literally every dessert on a tray, which was like, thanks so much.
Noah doesn't have a mic right now, but it was so funny because
he does. Don't worry. It's always right there.
I didn't see it.
It's always right there. It's available.
I thought that this was fucking hilarious. Earlier that day, I was upset because people were being mean, obviously, and calling me fat and asking if I was pregnant, which I'm not. And I didn't even look fat, which is annoying, but that's besides the point. But people are just dicks. And we were talking about it. And we were, I have a sense of humor about it now because I've just been on the internet for a long time. So we were joking about it. And when the waiter brought out every single dessert on the menu to celebrate us, Noah looked at me and goes, it's really brave. Most people wouldn't have had the courage to eat all those desserts after those comments today, but you did.
Which shouldn't be taken as a bad thing because you told that to Joey, and Joey was like, fuck Noah.
No. In the moment, we laughed so hard.
And it was delivered as a joke.
It was delivered as a joke and also inspiring.
Yeah.
I was like, you're absolutely correct. Yeah. Noah goes, most people, they'd starve themselves for days. Not you. You're very brave at this steak dinner right now.
No, he brought us out a bottle of wine to take home. They wrote Happy 1000
which we didn't
on
drink,
it.
by the way.
Yeah, you don't have to say we didn't drink it. We've only been here one day. We'll drink it.
But we were saying we were going to drink it last night.
Yeah, well, I don't know. You guys didn't seem like you were in the wine drinking mood.
I'm always in the wine drinking mood.
We had a nice old fashioned before we went to go see the show and everything, which was funny that when people were DMing me, asking me if I was pregnant when I had the stories right before that were us drinking our dirty martinis. I'm like, no. We're not fucking pregnant.
But see, here's the thing. That's just how you know they're not real people.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because they're not, those bots aren't watching us drink martinis.
Right. It's not fans of the show asking. It's just trolls that are trying to be dicks.
I legitimately think they're bots.
Convinced.
I'm convinced there's one person who has it out for you and is buying these bots. I'm dead serious. Like I think it's some fucking sicko that is buying bots. So
whatever.
If that's you.
Yeah, let them bot up. I don't know whatever that means. Let them bot.
Assemble.
Yeah,
it's like
bots assemble.
It's fucking Transformers. What do they say? Transformers.
Transformers assemble?
No, it's Autobots.
Autobots assemble. Ask her if she's pregnant.
Autobots assemble.
Oh no! The one that we were really dying is somebody called me humongous.
Oh yeah.
And so first name Hugh, last name Mungus. So then I photoshopped my license and made it say Hugh F. Mungus, and then Noah was just calling me Hugh the rest of the night. You gotta have a sense of humor about it. You just gotta. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Wink.
Yep.
Yeah. Look, and then we make cookies when we came back from
right. And then here's the thing. That's why we're brave. Because we continue to eat.
I'm starving right now.
Someone's got to do it. And I know we've been talking about it a lot, but it's just people not eating all over the place.
On another note, exciting note, I can't say what it is because I don't know when it's going to be out. But the thing that I did film.
Oh, because it's coming out Monday.
It's coming out on Monday.
I don't know what fucking day it is.
I know, me either. I'm very confused right now.
Yeah.
But the thing I went to go film at the beginning of July will be announced today. Now, depending on when you're listening to this, it might already be out. I don't know exactly what time.
Yes.
But I'm very excited about it. And if you're like, new listeners will obviously be able to enjoy it and be excited as well.
But if you're like, regardless.
If you're like an OG listener and have been listening for years and have been following for years, then you'll understand what this means to me. So I am extremely excited and I can't wait to talk more about it. It's so hard. All these people who like film all these secret things. Yeah, you know what I mean?
You're so mysterious.
I know.
You are so mysterious.
Yeah. Noah's throwing it back to a joke I made yesterday because
she's cold and she's cruel, but she knows what she's doing.
I said that We have an ongoing joke amongst this group about Joey Grosday and Noah's friendship.
Yes.
And yesterday, I said that I actually think, and I was joking, but I said that I think
I don't think you were joking, but continue.
I said I think I'm Joey's favorite of the group because
you were just trying to rattle Noah.
I was just trying to rattle Noah, and Noah was taking it seriously.
No, I don't think you were.
Which is my biggest.
Joking.
This is.
Right, then I was like, I don't think you were joking. He's like, no, she was joking.
And that's the problem with me sometimes is that I hate having to explain all my jokes, but for some reason I have to all the time.
I don't know Rhea pretty well, and I feel like I can tell when you're joking.
No, Fran,
I think
he
I can.
can't.
You have a bad radar with it sometimes.
No, that's not true.
That was maybe, she couldn't have been in more of a jokey mood when she was talking about
She
all
wasn't
that.
in a jokey mood,
but
it was coming from... But Rhea, it was coming from the heart. You were like...
It was just a throwback to when Joey was the Bachelor. And after the finale, we went to the bar. He invited us. And he was like, the first thing he said, he was like, Rhea, you don't follow me back on Instagram.
Yeah.
You're playing hard to get.
So I've just been keeping up this joke that I'm a mystery to Joey, which, by the way, I'm absolutely not. I actually couldn't be more myself in front of Joey.
There was an intermission in the show. Rhea texted Joey to ask how long the intermission was.
Not mysterious at all. And guess what? He answered in 2 seconds.
Yeah, he did.
I literally put you in my top 5 funniest friends yesterday.
Yeah,
she could take
and so did I.
She can take
but
you
it was
out
like it was
at
like
a moment's notice.
It was like pulling teeth to get him to admit that I was like in his top 5 funniest. And then he named his friend Pat from LA.
And you immediately said, by the way, don't know him. He's not funny to me.
Whatever.
Yeah. We'll have to.
Well, I'll have to meet Pat.
We'll have to battle this out roast style with Pat from LA.
I'll have to shake Pat's hand and decide for myself what I think about him.
Look him up and down.
Yeah.
Tell a fucking joke, Pat.
Yeah.
Who's your number one, Marty?
I think Marty's hilarious, but I'm being biased, so I think I have to cut him out of the conversation.
No, you can't pick your husband.
You can't pick your.
Yeah.
I'm deleting him from the conversation.
Yeah, he's not an option.
Like
that's like I'd put Joe high up there too, but I would not put I
if we're
can't
discussing
pick Joe.
it. That's taking up a spot.
Yeah,
that's just like the obvious.
Yeah.
I wouldn't marry an unfunny man. You know, it's just a fact.
Yeah, absolutely. A key to a great marriage is being able to laugh with each other and to find each other hilarious, in my opinion.
Exactly, Fran. And that's what makes our marriages
So he doesn't make
let's
you
have
laugh?
this intro on some marriage advice. So Noah actually can't talk.
So why don't you? Oh my God! If you make fun of my laugh one more fucking time,
the people
I like
in the
that
room,
laugh.
give the mic to Sarah. She's married.
If he keeps doing this shit to me,
he's poking you.
He's poking me big time. We were in the
you.
car last night. I was laughing. He starts imitating my laugh in the back
By the
seat.
way, you were laughing at. It was something about me, I think. So it wasn't just like I just came at it.
We can't keep rehashing conversations we've had already.
You were all having a laugh at my expense as usual.
Were we?
It was definitely something. So I had to.
Here's the thing. I feel like me and you.
can't dish it.
Why don't we get on the same team for a second? We're like. I feel like we provide the entertainment for the group. Like it's like people are laughing at us and with us.
Yeah.
At the same time.
And if a lot of people are laughing at me, backing me into a corner, I gotta defend myself sometimes with a little joke.
Oh man. Honestly, we've had a great time.
Yeah,
we really have.
Getting back to New York, back to the swing of things. I'm excited for the week. It's August.
It is August.
Happy August, everybody.
Yeah.
And one of those days where you see all those Taylor Swift posts.
Yeah, it's August.
So happy August, everybody who celebrates.
I gotta be honest. I feel like August is about to pop off too. We got some exciting things coming up.
August is such a time for things to slow down. You know, I'm looking. I hope it does a little bit.
I don't feel like my August is slowing down. I feel like it's ramping up a bit.
I know.
So we'll see.
I do have one of my best friend's weddings this weekend.
Yes.
Too, which I'm so very excited for.
Oh my God, can't wait.
My friend Bridget, you guys all know her.
Yeah. Well, I do.
Yeah.
And
she's getting married.
And you should be jealous.
She's getting married
if you don't know
it's
her.
It's going to be fucking sick. I'm so excited. It's going to be a blast. So.
That's going to be amazing.
Yeah.
So happy for you, Bridget.
I know. I'm going to be talking about it all week. I'm very excited. And yeah, so we're going to get into the rest of the show. Like we
Yes.
said, we got the whole panel. So you're going to get to listen to that. And we'll do a little weekly watch report. We're going to save some topics for Wednesday because there's a couple things that we want to touch on that we're going on this weekend. But we'll recap it all on Wednesday.
All right, let's get into it. We'll get into Dancing with the Stars Con, and we have weekly watch report. I cannot get enough of Outshine Fruit Bars. We have kept our freezer stocked in Palm Springs because it is hot out here. And when we come outside and we come inside and we want a little snack, we are grabbing an Outshine Fruit Bar. We got pineapple and watermelon in the freezer right now. Those two have to be at the top of my list, but honestly, every flavor is so good. And I've been posting it on my story. People respond like, you have to have the coconut, you have to have the lime. Like, everybody loves all the flavors. If you're not having Outshine Fruit Bars, you are really missing out. It's the #1 frozen fruit bar brand in America, and it's fruit bars, mini fruit pops, and they're made with real fruit or juice and simple ingredients that you can pronounce. And every bite tastes like biting into a piece of fruit. It's juicy, refreshing, bursting with flavor. It really is. I mean, you should have heard me eating my Outshine Fruit Bar in this house. After every bite, I'm moaning out loud because of how good it tastes. And the flavor lineup, it is stacked. Strawberry, mango, coconut, watermelon, pineapple, cherry, you name it. There's something for whatever you're craving. They also have the fruit blends, which combines multiple flavors together. And it makes it easy to experience the joy of fruit. So find Outshine Fruit Bars at retailers nationwide. Weekly watch report on Monday. 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 All right, let's get into the weekly watch report where we talk about the things we watched this week.
Ew.
It's no surprise to anybody that Fran and I laid in bed
Yeah.
and restarted off
And
campus.
watched off campus. There's no way around it. In our defense, we were watching with cousin Franny.
Yes, we were.
Who was here for a day. And cousin Franny's never seen it.
She has not.
So you can imagine how giddy we got when she said she hadn't watched it yet. And we went, woo! We know what we're doing tonight.
Uh-huh.
Press and play on episode 1.
Oh my God, we were so excited. And it's such a treat.
God, every time it
God,
hits.
it doesn't get old.
Doesn't get old.
So
Which is so rare for a show that's like just come out to be able to rewatch it so many times and be like, just never gets old.
it doesn't. And we were so giddy, and it made me giddy that Franny was so into it as well.
Yeah, she was.
She actually texted me last night, and she was
Was
like,
she watching it?
Yeah, she was like, so Garrett and Hannah are touching themselves in front of each other? I said, yes, they are. Because that's like right where we ended it right before. I think we watched like 2.5 episodes.
Yeah.
Because it was getting late.
Yeah.
And they're long episodes.
Yeah.
But I'm going to give it an A+. I'm just rating it again.
And here's the thing: once you start it, now you got to finish the whole season again. Like you know, now you got to watch the whole season again.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Something I'm upset about is I didn't bring my iPad or laptop, so I can't watch anything on the plane that isn't on the TV.
You didn't bring your iPad or laptop. What did
completely
you
forgot.
pack for this trip?
I completely forgot
Like
everything.
so many things.
It's so unlike me,
Yeah.
and I forgot everything.
Yeah.
I texted a friend. I was like, "Yo, I forgot this. I forgot
Yeah.
this. I forgot this. I forgot everything. I don't know what I packed. I just threw shit in a bag and got on my way here.
Thank God the TVs were working. You know, imagine you'd have to raw dog this flight.
Oh God.
Yeah.
That'll be a disaster. But it's a red eye, so hopefully I'll fall asleep. But
No,
anyways,
yeah.
I was hoping, when they put shows on whatever, I'm like, just fucking put Off Campus on the Delta TVs.
Yeah.
Please. I'll watch it on
Make it
every
an
flight.
option.
I wouldn't pick anything else
Yeah.
if that was on the flight. But that's an A+. I watched Love, Simon for the first time.
Oh, what
my God.
great movie.
Great movie, great plane movie.
Yeah.
I can't believe I haven't watched this.
I didn't
I thought
realize
it was
that.
a musical.
Oh,
And I think that's why I haven't watched it.
interesting.
I don't know why I thought it was a musical, but
Yeah.
I thought it was a musical. I think Love, Simon sounds like a musical.
You thought it was like Dear Evan Hansen.
Yes, exactly. That's exactly what I thought it was. Yep.
Yep.
But this was an A- to me. This was a solid movie.
Yeah.
I very much enjoyed it. I didn't know Jennifer Gardner and Josh Duhamel were in this movie.
Yeah. Yep.
But listen, I thought it was beautiful, and I very much enjoyed it, and it was a real tearjerker.
It absolutely is. We were talking about this because you had said you watched it. Nick Robinson is also adorable. And he was so great in Letters to Isabel. And I was like, what was the show? Because I was trying to remember the phase that I had where I just fell in love with him and then started watching all the things he was doing. And he was still really young at the time, so there wasn't as much, but I was really in tune with what he was doing. And I remembered it was fucking Melissa and Joey.
Yes.
What a show. What a show. I watched every episode of that fucking show.
I missed that train.
I think I rewatched it multiple times.
Yeah.
Oh, no Melissa and Joey for you?
No Melissa and Joey.
Oh. That's one I actually think you would really
I probably
like.
would love Melissa and Joey. You know what? I started also How I Met Your Mother from the beginning.
Yes.
First season. I watched that on the plane as
Yeah.
well.
I think you would like that too. Melissa and Joey reminds me of what's the one with Emily Osment that we love?
Young and Hungry.
Young and Hungry.
Yes.
It's those ABC Family in
They're
the
classics.
sitcom.
I'll give How I Met Your Mother. Oh, bless you. I'll give How I Met Your Mother a B so far because I literally just started. I think I'll continue it. It's an easy watch.
Yeah.
And
It's a good one to throw on at night, like just to mix it up.
Right. And I wrote down what I watched, but that was it.
Yeah.
Because we've been here and
You've been working.
yep.
So, what did I watch? So, Love Island UK came to an end. Spoiler. 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 Spoiler.
Spoiler.
Spoiler.
Spoiler.
Lorenzo and Julia won. Lorenzo and Julia.
Julia.
Yeah. Lorenzo and Julia won.
Julia.
Julia. They, as expected, I think that we saw the way the UK was going with this. Lorenzo was favorite boy, like the whole season. No matter, it was one of those seasons where it was like the Amber season, you know? It was like when it got to the end, you felt whoever Amber was with was going to win. Mm-hmm. And that's how it was with Lorenzo. It was like whoever Lorenzo ends up with, he's winning this thing. And I do think they have a connection. I wonder how long that they will last on the outside. Just because Lorenzo didn't really seem that interested in maybe a long-term serious relationship at this time. Despite being fairly emotionally intelligent, I would say, when it comes to other people's relationships and having conversations and thoughts and opinions. But when it came to himself, it was like, I don't really know if he cares that much about being in a relationship, but he's a favorite and he's going to be everywhere. Like, I'm already seeing people saying he should be on Traitors, which I could totally see happening. He's one of those guys that I think will transcend past just the UK reality world. Here's the thing. I actually didn't watch the last 2 episodes. Haven't watched them. But it always gets spoiled.
Yeah.
And I feel like that it tends to happen with people is like you watch an entire season of Love Island and then you just like don't watch the last one. Because if you're not watching it live, like it's like you see who won the whole thing. Now, I feel like the producers almost had it out a little bit for Mika and Samraj at the end. Because it's like they knew that everyone knew that they were disliked. And I did watch the episode where it's my favorite. And it really shined a light on something that, especially with US, was missing this season, was the amount of Islanders. When the UK, when they bring them in right before the finale, all the people that left, they sit them all around and everyone stands up and says which which couple they want to send home that doesn't make it to the finale. It's always fantastic television. And there were so many people. And I was thinking, wow, if US did this, there'd be like 8 people. Like there really wasn't that many. Even if you brought every single person from Casa, still not that many. UK just had so many more people. So I did watch that episode. And that is where Mika and Samraj were sent packing. They decided to do a twist. They add another element where as they were packing, they got a text that was like, because there was 5 at that point. Only 3 couples are making it to the finale.
Oh.
And you two have to pick one more couple to go home.
Wow.
I said, come on.
That's quite the twist.
That's ruthless. Like, you already got the public doesn't like them. Now you're going to make them pick
Yeah, that's crazy.
another couple
That's a
to
good
not
twist,
make it to
though.
the finale.
Good twist.
Yeah, kind of crazy. So they had to do that. And then I think I saw some sort of graphic that Jazz and Cav were maybe second in voting, but it would like landslide Lorenzo and Yulia, like wasn't even close. So that's the end of it was a very entertaining season. I'm very curious to see what goes on with these Islanders outside of the show, and I will be following. I'll give the end of the season, despite not watching the full end, a solid B+. Very good. And I really enjoyed UK this season. It was like a classic Love Island season. I did go see The Odyssey. I got tickets to a 10 p.m. screening, which was late.
It's pushing it.
And it's a long movie. But really, it is nonstop the whole time. You do not realize how late it gets. I got a bone to pick with the fact that nobody was talking about it, or else I didn't see people talking about it until I was talking to one of my friends, and she was like, prepare yourself. I said, thank God you told me that. Because they played the trailer for The Other Mommy, I think is what it's called.
Other Mommy.
Other Mommy.
With Jessica Chastain.
Yes. And there is a jump scare in that trailer that sent me out of my seat. And thank God I was warned, because I told Joe to close his eyes.
I
was like, Joe, don't watch this, because I don't know how exactly it goes, but I know you're not gonna like it. And I am gonna spoil it for everyone listening if you haven't seen it. Sorry.
I kind of want to watch it.
Oh,
the trailer.
Can I play it for you right now?
Should we do a live watching?
When it cuts to her under the
I don't think Rhea blinked
table.
when that jump scare
She
came
didn't.
on.
She did
Zero
it. I'm
reaction.
thoroughly impressed.
Zero reaction.
I'll be honest. I'm thoroughly impressed. Not even a flinch.
Maybe it's because I had a big warning.
Yeah.
And yeah, maybe on a phone doesn't hit as hard.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah,
like
maybe
I'm
on a
sure.
phone.
I'm 1,000% sure if I'm seeing that in the theater, I'm jumping.
Yeah, her distorted body. She's like blue. She's under the fucking counter. I went, oh my God.
Jessica Chastain is quite the actress.
She really
I think
is.
I'm just more like so impressed with her.
No.
She used to be my number one crush.
Yeah, that makes sense.
She's a fantastic actress. And I know I'm sure it'll probably fit for the movie, like when it comes out. I just feel like there were better names for this than The Other Mommy.
I don't know. Something about that is like,
It's creepy.
and it's just
No,
like you
it
have
is-
to tell people about it.
It is creepy, but I just feel like
It's creepier
it
than saying-
makes the movie feel like less legit. Does that make sense? Like that, it's like Jessica Chastain is so fantastic. She's probably going to give one of her best performances, and we'll be like, well, she was so fabulous in The Other Mommy.
It could have been Other Mother,
Yeah, that flows.
but Other Mommy.
Other Mother.
Yeah.
Yeah, Other Mother.
Yeah, the mother.
Because it's like supposed to be from the kid's
Yeah,
perspective.
like Other
Oh, I know,
Mommy
I
is
get it.
creepy.
I get it.
Other,
It's creep.
Other
Look.
Mother is like a serious drama.
No. The other
Sounds
Mom.
like a sitcom.
Yeah.
Well, anyway, that scared
welcome
the
to
shit
The
out
Other
of
Mother.
me. Scared the shit out of me during the previews. Truly isn't just about drinking. It's about letting loose and being your real, truly self. You got fun, refreshing fruit flavors in a bubbly style. They are super light and refreshing by design, so you can keep the fun going with all of your friends. It's only 1 gram of sugar and 100 calories. Great for day drinking without all the heaviness from other drinks. Truly has the most variety with new packs and styles out all the time, so they are perfect for sharing with any of your friends. It really just opens the door to have some low pressure, fun, hang. It's the summer. Maybe you're going to hang out with some friends. They ask you to bring something. You can bring a variety pack. There's something for everybody. There were some drinks in the arena when we went to go see the performances at Dancing with the Stars Con. Had a couple Trulies. It really is delightful, easy to drink. And you can get a Truly Wild Berry Pack today. It's got something for everybody. I feel like that's a fan favorite pack. So grab a Truly Wild Berry Pack today. The Odyssey's. It's an A. It's a fantastic movie.
Not an A plus.
It's an A.
Okay.
How about this? Who do you think gave the best performance in the movie?
Anne Hathaway.
Yeah. She's most people are saying her, Leguizamo, and then
I
remember Cersei's name, but
said that too. Actually, when I went out of the theater, I said to Joe, between those two.
yeah.
What's his name?
John Leguizamo?
Yeah, John Leguizamo. He was fantastic.
He was.
So I
The dog.
feel like I hadn't heard that many people talking about him.
I feel like I've
In
seen
the
a lot of
names
people
of
say
now-
he's openly said like this is the best thing I've ever done.
Yeah, but like the lead up, it was not like he wasn't doing press as much as everybody else.
Because you have
felt.
like AA listers.
Yeah,
like,
but he's such an important, crucial
is.
role of the movie. Like
but
his
if you got-
character is
but you got
incredibly
Zendaya
important.
in there for 3 seconds, so she's gonna do all the press.
Yeah. I suppose that is.
What did you think
True.
about like her role?
I thought Zendaya was great. There wasn't
Yeah.
exactly like
It was just
she
like-
didn't have much to work with. Like it wasn't
Yeah,
like
she
there
just
was
popped up and stared at Matt Damon.
Yeah. But it all made it made sense at the end.
Yeah.
Of why it was like that.
Yeah.
Like it wasn't like she was supposed to have some profound role but her role made sense when it all came to a close. I thought I know everyone was saying Samantha Morton was incredible, and it is hard because I get what people were saying is like, oh, you list everybody in their performance, and maybe Tom Holland falls towards the bottom of the list. However, I thought he was great. I really did. I thought he was great. I thought it was by far some of the best work he's done.
Yeah. I think worst thing you could say would be he was like good.
Yeah.
But he was not bad.
No. No, I thought he was great. There's only one, and I've seen people talking about this scene. It's just like Anne Hathaway acting her goddamn ass off.
But also, just because, and I've seen people say this too, like defending Tom Holland, where it's like, just because she's like yelling in the scene doesn't mean that he's not
It doesn't
good
mean
because he's
he
not
needs
yelling.
to. And
That's
I don't
not-
think, and I totally get that, and I'm on board with that too, because I don't think it would have been like what his character would have done, you know? So it's a different perspective. It really is
But
fantastic.
Robert Pattinson was amazing.
Robert Pattinson's
I'm gonna
so
see
good.
it. I asked Fran if she thought I would like it.
I
and she
really
said
do think
yes,
he would.
So I'm gonna go see it.
Yeah.
It's just a epic tale.
I think I'll see it next weekend. I
It's-
got no plans.
Yeah, it is really, really good. Now Matt Damon's fantastic. Like,
Yeah.
it's you're just in awe of the scale, and you just keep reminding yourself like of everything that they did was very real and making it, which is so impressive and so cool.
Like the fact that they were actually in that horse.
Yeah, and it's loud as hell, man. I know.
Yeah.
It's like, when they are on, this isn't really giving anything away. We're on the ship and the giant storm.
Yeah.
I was like, the lights and the sound and the
Oh, that was
the
part where you
people
feel
that
like
go
you're
see
gonna
this
die on
movie
the
in
boat.
4DX, you got a death wish. You got an absolute death wish.
No, the videos out of those theaters are insane.
I've seen those videos. I can't even imagine. I saw it at the AMC 34th Street IMAX, which is a pretty big screen. Now, it wasn't Lincoln Square, but it was pretty big and loud. And I'm like, oh my, I can't even imagine. How could this be any louder? Or like thinking about your seat moving, and like I was like, oh, absolutely not.
Yeah, that was the one thing where I saw it in the Lincoln Square one, and then I saw it in like a normal theater. Like it was still so loud, but it wasn't
Yeah.
as loud as. I gotta clear my throat because of that. What that girl DM'd me.
Take a sip.
I apparently have a dry throat. I forget what she said exactly, but
Take a sip of water.
no. But
Sounds
it's
like
a
you
loud
need
movie.
Yep, it is. But it was.
You're brave to keep talking on the podcast.
Thank
You are. It's really, really good. Really, really, really good.
It's gonna win so many Oscars.
Yeah, no,
Like, I can see Matt
absolutely.
Damon.
And I hope Anne does too, because she was incredible. And Robert Pattinson deserves a
Yeah.
supporting nom for that, big time too. Honestly, so many of them do.
Yeah.
They'd probably go up against each other. Pattinson
I know, but
and
then it's like you always say
John?
this, and then all these other movies come out in the fall, and you're like, shit.
I know, but really it was incredible. I just think, like, who knew he would be such a versatile actor, Robert Pattinson. He can do it all. The guy's fucking Batman.
Yeah.
Like, and then he does all this other stuff, and it's so good. I saw Suki Waterhouse say that it's so cute that their daughter calls him Daddy Batman when he FaceTimes now, because like they're doing another Batman, so he's in the full. Like every time he FaceTimes, like he'll be in like the outfit.
So sweet.
And she's calling him Daddy Batman.
That's cute.
Speaking of the trailers, though, it is funny that like there were 3 trailers leading up to it where they had like multiple of the actors in the Odyssey in those movies. Like you saw like Dune trailer, then it goes to Spider-Man trailer, and it's just like it's there are more actors in the world.
There are. I just think that right now it was just like the timing of the release, and it's.
Yeah.
I feel like sometimes the actors get blamed for that,
I mean,
and
no.
it's not their fault.
No.
You know, like blame. I don't know if that's the studios and the scheduling or whatever. It's like, well, you're the ones that are having Odyssey, Spider-Man, and Dune all come out in like the second half of one year. Yeah. So it's not like they filmed it all in 6 months. It's like over the scale of so much time.
Spider-Man is incredible. I've seen.
Yeah, I'm very excited. I'm gonna have to go. My sister went without me. She texted me, was like, "Let's go see it," and then I said, "I'm not back till this day," and she said, "Oh, probably gonna see it before then." I said,
Damn.
Great. And I saw her post on Letterboxd, so she already saw it. So I'm probably gonna have to go by myself, but I will definitely be seeing that soon because I'm trying so hard to stay away from spoilers, so I'm definitely going like in the next couple days. On episode 3 of Next Gen NYC, I am enjoying it.
Same. I forgot I've been watching Next Gen. As well.
I am enjoying it. I would give it like a B-. Like it's good.
Me too.
I feel like they're getting a good flow of people. I like throwing Brooke Shields' daughter in the mix. I'm like, okay, let's just start throwing famous people's kids on this show. Like that's, and then there's other people. This guy, Liam, I think his name is Liam. Also a New Edition. He was an actor. And he like sat down and had a meal with some friends and the other girl was an actress. And I'm like, God, what is she from? Like she was in a ton of stuff that now I'm forgetting, but I'm like Googling all these people. But Liam, and I don't know if anyone else feels this way watching, Liam and Brooks's dad have like very similar sounding voices.
Yeah.
And there's been multiple times that I've had it on and I've been getting ready and Brooks is having a conversation and I keep thinking Brooks is talking to his dad. And then I look and I'm like, oh, nope, it's Liam. He's out to dinner with Liam, not his dad, despite them sounding very similar. Yeah. But I'm enjoying that. And I am 4 episodes. Yeah, I watched 4 episodes on the plane of Ransom Canyon. I really enjoy this show. It's just one of those Netflix shows that just pulls on the heartstrings, you know, and Josh Duhamel, Minka Kelly, we can't go wrong.
Yes.
I'm 4 episodes in. I will say when it's episode 1 where this happens, so it's really not a spoiler if you haven't watched yet. But Minka Kelly's coming back from a stint in NYC, and to her and Josh Duhamel, they were on the rocks. He didn't call her. She was gone. He didn't call her. And she comes back. She's got this fucking hot British boyfriend. I went, God fucking damn it, Josh Staten, you're fucking up. But they needed something to, you know, it's like that burn where it's like, well, these two better fucking figure it out. Despite throwing in a British guy, they were like, we got to make him British to really try and sell that she could potentially pick him over Josh Duhamel. But I really enjoyed this show. I'll give it a B. It's cute. It's one of those Netflix fast binges. They put out the whole season. You can fly through it. I watched 4 on the plane here. So that's a B. And Dancing with the Stars Next Pro, episode 3. I felt very bad because there was an incident where in practice, Stephanie whacked Natalie in the face by accident. She like fucked up her eye, had to quit the show, which sucks because it's like totally an accident. I imagine you feel so bad if you're that person, then that she like can't compete anymore. But there were some great dances in this. It's very interesting to see this dynamic. I'm looking forward to the next episode because Jenna's on it and they're talking chemistry, which is always steamy. But I was joking with you guys because some of the cast was actually at Con. A lot of them have started dating after this show, which is so funny because the dance world, it really is. It's like everybody starts dating each other.
Well, I guess they just understand the life that they're in too, and they're around each other all the time.
Definitely. But I guess they weren't necessarily dating like in the show, but they all met during the show and like all started dating after. And if you're following along with any of these people online, you can see that they're just straight up fully couples now. So that's interesting. I'll give it's consistently like in the C's for me. So I'll keep it a C. And that's everything I watched.
I really have nothing. I'm on episode 8 of the final season of Mad Men, so I have 6 episodes left.
Oh my God, are you holding on or are you like...
It's good. Like, I'm honestly, just because we've been here, I haven't watched it, but I am kind of at that point now where I'm like, damn, I don't want it to end.
Right, what are you going to do?
But I do want to see how it ends.
Right. Because it's like that you get to that point where you have like 5 episodes left and you kind of drag it out to make it last a little longer.
Yeah. But it really is one of those shows where there's not like, it's not Game of Thrones or it didn't like fizzle out, seemingly. I don't know what'll happen, but.
Game of Thrones didn't fizzle out.
It didn't fizzle out, it just, that last season is looked upon
We disagree
about this.
I
think the last season, if you watch the show,
harshly critiqued
in the way that the show was going to end.
Is it as bad as everyone says it is? No, but was the final season way worse than the other seasons? I think yes.
Yeah, but but the ending, there was major foreshadowing for this entire thing to close out this way, and people still don't get that.
Yeah. So I'll give Mad Men an A-, and then the only other thing was the other night we watched Entourage. We watched one episode of Entourage. Really, I put on the first episode because Sarah and Maddie hadn't seen it, and then I was like, you know what, let's just skip to the one with Tom Brady. So we went to the Tom Brady episode. Because you really got to draw them, like it's a little like the beginning, whatever. Like they're establishing the characters.
I think you got to establish the characters to get involved.
Yeah, you don't understand their you can't jump from first episode of Tom Brady episode because then you don't understand their humor, like Johnny Drama, Turtle, like why they're acting the way they are that episode. Not to like get too deep into Entourage, but you don't understand the characters and the way they're acting if you just randomly
just to draw someone in to be like, look, this is what the show has to offer. Like especially like Maddie's a Patriots fan, so. But I mean that's an A.
Yeah.
And that's it.
All right.
Wow.
I mean, we've been on the road.
Yeah.
You didn't watch anything on the plane, or you were working?
No, I was editing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Can't knock them for that.
Can't.
Yeah.
No,
Working hard.
Yep. All right. That is everything we watched. We've been loving having some cocktails out here in Palm Springs, especially our RumHaven cocktails that you should be drinking all summer long. We have been. And right now, it's the best, okay? Because the world is too loud, it's too filtered, it's too fake, but not here, not with us, and not with RumHaven. It's where the noise fades and the real comes out. You can unbutton those expectations and sip on what's true and what's natural. One taste of pure cane sugar and real coconut water lets you feel the difference. It's what real tastes like. That place, that feeling, that mindset. I love RumHaven because it's so easy to drink and also easy to make into other drinks as well, because you could drink it straight over ice or you can mix it with different juices and make your own little RumHaven cocktail. We like to call ours the Friday Energy cocktail, but you can really do whatever you want because it's just so delicious. It's in the space you can be real with yourself, with that RumHaven, your friends, even strangers who might become friends when you're drinking RumHaven. So open up a bottle, lose the small talk, and find the good vibes, because the best moments aren't fake, they're simply real. RumHaven, made for real.
We are so excited to have you guys all here. We sort of were able to drum up a dream panel, and this is exactly what we were hoping for.
I love that. Thank you. That's amazing.
We're excited.
Yeah. So we're pumped. I think there's so much going on behind the scenes that people don't even realize right now. I've just been talking to some of you about the rehearsals, the prep that you've been doing for this event. Can you guys talk about that for a second and just share sort of the behind the scenes of what you've done to put together this whole show?
Sure. I think, well, first of all, this is like a beautiful fusion of, thank you, thanks, a beautiful fusion of what we do on the live show, on television rather, and also the stage show that we take on tour. So this is kind of like a fusion of both. We have the arena crowd, but also the TV production. So. It took a lot of work. We brought back some dances from the past, but also wanted to give the audience something new. And so, yeah, I mean, it's the first time we're doing it. There's a lot of things we're getting right. There's a few things we're learning from, but I think there's real enthusiasm and real passion to focus this whole event around, at the nucleus is the fan and the fan experience. And we campaign for votes and we beg and please and we get the support. And this year we're also Emmy nominated, which is another huge accomplishment. And none of those accolades happen without the support of our fans. So we wanted to see, and by we I mean BBC and production. We wanted to see what's another way we could connect with the fans before the new season. And
Absolutely. Now, we call you the pros. But you look like a bunch of stars up here, I have to say. Incredible outfits. What goes behind picking out what you're going to wear? Because you all look incredible. I want to hear from each of you. I mean, we got 2 sunglasses on stage. We're doing sunglasses inside. Take us through each of your individual style going on before you head out here.
I literally look for express shipping, honestly. Whatever can get to me in time is how I shop, so.
I was gonna say, guys, I got this dress at Target. Shout out Target.
Hell yeah.
Shout out Target. I went shopping in my closet. The rehearsal period was so intense, I did not even think about what I was gonna wear. And the moments before leaving, I panicked and packed an entire massive suitcase of anything I could find. So this was just luck, putting a good outfit together today.
Well, you ladies look incredible, beautiful. Now we know the guys thought about it a lot more. You guys, you're effortlessly beautiful. These guys, like weeks, they're like, what sunglasses are we picking out? What loafers are we going with?
Well, Brandon is exercising his Second Amendment rights with this outfit. Yeah. Got the guns out.
I don't. Honestly, I just married my stylist. That's what I got married, and my style went up a little bit. I think that's what happened for me. But
married.
No, I think it's cool. I was gonna say, like earlier, I think even the way, I think there is a new or renewed interest in the pro side of the show, and I think that hasn't been as popular as of late. I think that the pros have kind of been there to support the celebrity, which I think is obviously the way that the show should be. But I think recently people are interested, the fans are interested in the pros and their lives, and again, what they wear and who they go out with, like all this stuff. And so I think it's now a cool platform, an opportunity for us to talk and walk and dress and kind of express ourselves the way that we would like to be expressed and shown off. So I think it's cool. It's a cool opportunity.
Yeah. Definitely. Sharna, you mentioned some crazy rehearsals that you guys have put together for this. Some of you have reconnected with stars that you had when you were on the show. You're putting numbers together. What's it been like working with some of the celebs that you've danced with in past seasons?
It's so incredible to see them back in this space. And for me personally, I haven't really been in this space with these guys for nearly 4 years. So all of that was really, there was a lot of nostalgia, and it was amazing seeing Rumor come back. She's just as stunning as she always was. Rashad Jennings, as much groove and swag as he had when he won. It's really cool to see everyone and also see where their lives have evolved to now.
Yeah.
You know, babies and growth and what Dancing with the Stars did for them, and knowing that we still have that connection. That's what this show does. You know, we don't just dance with each other. We really build memories and a friendship and a connection with those celebrities. And it's really cool to see them all these years later.
Yeah, you are building a connection with each other, but you're building a connection with the fans online. And I think, Brandon, that goes back to your point of talking about how people are interested in you guys as pros. How much do you think social media has effect on that now?
I mean, I think social media is the driving force behind that and the connection that we have with the fans. I think it used to be you just knew what you knew about the pros and the celebrities through the package, and the packages are so short on the show, and they're curated for a specific theme of the week, right? Like you're chasing a theme for the week. Now, because of social media, and especially because of TikTok and the younger generation that we're pulling in from TikTok, you can just show your day-to-day life stripped down, and I think it's such an easier way to be organic and transparent with people. And to me, I think that's like the new form of celebrity. It's that stripped down, transparent. I'm just like everybody else. I shop at Target and get my dress, and then I get to wear it on the Dancing with the Stars stage. So that kind of juxtaposition is so interesting to people.
Yeah. What do you think, because now it is such a huge part, and as pros, what is the motivation, the pressure to sort of put you and your star out there on social? Like, do you feel like we gotta get X amount of clips while we practice? What is going through the rehearsal space now? Is it like half rehearsal, half, hey, we gotta make sure people seeing us online?
Take it away, Posh.
Well, I think that, like Brandon said, it's an opportunity to show a bit more what you don't get to see in the packages. So I think, yeah, we definitely have to devote a good amount of time to show, our celebrities' personality, because, some people only get to be on the show, let's say 1-2 weeks. And if in the beginning your celeb is not of the highest level of dancing, right, you have to get the viewers into your partnership in a different way, and that would be to show off their personality. So you definitely have to now kind of allocate extra time to put extra effort to make sure you do that.
Yeah, definitely.
It's interesting because, not all of us are just extreme extroverts. Some of us just mastered a certain craft that then became in demand.
right here.
For the television process. And now that social media and being kind of more open and vulnerable is part of it, it isn't easy. I don't always want to share everything. And it is a bit of this pressure and anxiety I think everybody can relate to. Like, if it's not online, did it even happen? Like, can I just enjoy my life without having to broadcast it?
Yeah.
So there is a bit of pressure. But again, like last season, I was paired up with Alex, who does it so effortlessly. She kind of is the, in a big way, a representation of what it's like to be vulnerable and open and build a community on social media, particularly in TikTok. But again, she just had that. She knows the tone. She is a part of that essence, and I learned a lot from that. I also understood what I'm not good at and what I'm not willing to share. But also, like I said, I think the more authentic you can be, whether that's high quantity of a big volume of posts versus the more authentic you are, I think the better.
What was the pressure like for you getting paired up with Alex Earle, who is one of the biggest, if not the biggest social media presence right now? Did you feel extra pressure? Because you have to teach her and she's feeling pressure, but on the opposite end, now you're being featured on a humongous platform as well.
Totally. I mean, pressure is a privilege. So I felt really honored that I had a chance to do what I love and help and be of service to this young lady, but in the process also, showcase this world that I love so much to a new audience and to a really vast audience that otherwise potentially would never know what a tango is or what a salsa is, things like that. So again, these things that for a long time for us were not shame points, but as young men growing up in ballroom dance, like, it's not the best social currency to have growing up. And so it's kind of something that we took pride in personally, privately, and now to have this platform and it be celebrated publicly, nationwide is a huge privilege for us. So to me, that was yet another opportunity to share something that we're very, very passionate about.
And each year, people fall more and more in love with you guys. They become more obsessed. But at the same time, you have a big job on your hands. You're teaching these stars, maybe people who don't have any experience at all. I want to go around and maybe you can compliment each other or yourself and say what you do best as a teacher.
All right, let's start with me. I'll talk about Pasha. I think Pasha's greatest strength is his poise throughout. There's a lot of pressure going through this process. Obviously, I had Alex, but he had Danielle, and so on and so forth. Every partner, whoever it is that's in front of you, you feel compelled to be of service and give them. We'll have hopefully another chance at this thing, they'll never get another shot at doing this. So really being there to tell their story, I think Pasha does an incredible job. And one of his strength, his biggest strengths, I think, besides being a great performer, is being an incredible teacher. He truly mastered the craft and mastered the craft of teaching as well, communicating that skill set.
Thanks, Val.
Love it.
I'll say something nice about me.
Pressure's on, Brandon.
Pressure's on. I'm actually going to say something about his wife. I think it's so interesting now because your wife, Daniella. I think it's so interesting because I think now because of social media, the show has a lot more eyeballs on it, but it also has a lot more voices. That's what social media allows. It allows for there to be a lot more voices, but not always a nuanced conversation. It's like you're either on that side of the fence or you're on that side of the fence. I love this partner, so I hate this partnership, or there's no real nuance. So I think it's hard because at the end of the day, it is a dance show. The vessel of the show is ballroom dancing. So when you have somebody like Daniella, she has mastered the craft of ballroom dancing. It's the pinnacle. It's as high as you can get, which is incredible. And it's incredible to watch, but it's also something that very few people on social media even can even sniff. They don't even have an understanding of what it is that she's teaching and articulating. So I feel like somebody like Daniella has mastered the ability to show off the pinnacle of what ballroom dance is, but allow her celebrity to do it in whatever vein they exist. Like I think of Amon Shumpert when I think of this as an example. Amon is like not going to be this top 1% ballroom dancer on the planet like Daniella is, but he's going to look like that because she's allowing him to showcase that as a basketball player that has mad swag and is part of the culture and is able to articulate it in that sense. So I don't think I've seen somebody as well make the ballroom shirt fit as many different celebrities as I feel like Daniella has. So that's something that's impressive. To me, it's impressive. And if you wouldn't mind teaching me how to do that, I would love it.
I love it. And as a viewer, we feel the same way, honestly.
Absolutely.
Well, I'm going to talk about Val.
This is so sentimental, no?
Yeah. I mean, a couple of months ago, both of us turned 40. We've known each other since we were 15, back in New York, growing up in the same industry, competing against each other, traveling, attending all the dance competitions. And then he got on the show, way earlier than I did. And he definitely has lots of experience. And that experience, I think, is doing him great justice. Because I remember watching earlier seasons, and Val was always great at being the star, being the center of attention, being in the spotlight. That hasn't changed, but what has changed is now he is, through his experience, he's able to show off his partner, but he still never loses himself. So on the floor, both of them somehow end up shining.
Thank you. I'm only as good as my partner. It's the vessel.
I feel like that is incredibly important, though, to not lose your sense of self, because all the bright lights, all the attention, that could happen.
Yeah.
You can love the attention while also staying true to yourself.
Yeah. Ladies, how do you feel about yourselves as teachers or others?
I really want to talk about Brandon now. But I also want to talk about Hailey and Sharna.
Hey, you can say a little something about all of them if you want.
Time. It's like an hour and a half.
We got all the time.
We got time. You can go ahead.
I'm going to mix it up. I'm going to start with Hailey because she is the newest addition to Dancing with the Stars' troupe last season.
Woo!
And she truly shines in every single thing she does. She is truly a star. And seeing her last season just light up the stage, no matter what style you throw at this girl, she is just a superstar. I have yet to see anyone like you, honestly. You are incredible.
Thank you so much.
Brandon, you wear your heart on your sleeve. And no matter who you dance with, I love the fact that you always stay true to yourself. You're funny as hell. Like, you are funny. And I'm so happy that finally, like, more and more people with social media, like, thankfully for social media, more and more people get to see you. And you are so freaking cool. You're so special. And you are just truly so organically you that you will forever and always stay that way. I know you will. You're pretty cool. And Sharna.
Thank you, yes.
Sharna, you are insane. This girl is the hottest thing I've ever seen in my life. Hell yeah.
Wait till tonight's dance.
Wait till you guys see her tonight. Like, it's like,
Oh my gosh, we're excited.
I mean,
So good.
Sharna, to have you back here with us, like, is so special. To see you just do your thing is mind-blowing and so, personally, so inspirational to me as well. Like, you are just iconic, and I cannot wait for them to see what you're going to do tonight.
Love you. Thank you.
That is
Thank
quite the tease.
Sorry,
I can't wait.
I had to tackle everyone.
Yes.
Okay, for me, I've never been a pro, so I've spent.
But you should be.
Yeah. But we're yes, but we're manifesting. But even
My
maybe
fingers.
something that you've learned from
No,
somebody.
yeah, I've had a ton of years to watch the show. I've looked up to every single one of these people for years, and I've studied what makes a good pro, like what makes them good. And I think something that I picked from you, actually, from over the years, is your pro strengths are going to vary every year. They're going to have different strengths, and you really, really pick that out and make them shine in what they're good at, which I think makes you so successful throughout all of your years as a pro. So I think that's something that's super important, and you're just so good at it, and I admire you for it. Yeah.
Hailey, thank you.
Yeah.
My God, that means a lot. Wow. I said this actually to Hailey's face only recently, and I want to give her her flowers in front of all of you guys. She is the most exceptional dancer I have ever witnessed. Hands down. Across the board, she is so beyond her years. And it's not just dance. I've had the absolute gift of being in rehearsals with you for the last, how quickly did we put this? 10 days? I think we just did.
Quick.
And you are so beyond your years. You can lead a room. You know exactly what you're doing. You're a phenomenal teacher. You are great at keeping the energy just so chill and beautiful in that space. You are so ready, girl. And I hope, I've got all my fingers and toes crossed, that this is your season that you get to be a pro.
I love it.
While we're on the topic of teaching, I think it's people watch and they see a dance that they love, but teaching is dance can be a whole nother ball game. So what is each of your favorite dances to teach versus perform?
Let's start at this side of the line.
Yes.
This end of the line this time. My favorite, I love this question because it's honestly not any one style. My thing with the show I always loved was storytelling. So give me a contemporary, give me a waltz, give me a tango, whatever I can do a story to, that is my favorite thing. I love dance for dance, but when there's truth and meaning or story and character to it, it becomes a whole other level for me. So if I can connect to a story with that person, that's everything. That and the sexy numbers. I love the sexy numbers.
We all love the sexy numbers.
Yep.
No, I kind of agree with you, Sharna. The storytelling is so important to me. I would say my favorite to perform is contemporary. I feel like it's one of the more rare styles on the show, and so I really love doing that. And I trained a ton of that when I was younger, so yeah, I really like that one.
Oh, okay. So my favorite to dance personally is Rumba, but not with my celeb because it's a really hard dance to do, and they're usually not very good at it. But I think that my favorite dance to perform with my celeb is something that they feel they're good at. So sometimes it might not be their strongest dance. For example, samba was Dylan's from the seasons, this past seasons. That was his favorite dance to do, funny enough. And it was so fun to teach him how to samba. But obviously that's one of our hardest dances we do on the show, so not always is it my favorite. But it's whatever my partner is good at and whatever he thinks that is the most fun, honestly.
I'm an old soul, and I think I like Vinny's waltzes. I love the music. I think there are a lot of good songs that are powerful and storytelling. So, like Sharna, you said, to tell a story. I feel like Vinny's waltz is a great dance, to use on one of those themed weeks because you can really tell a story through that dance. And I love the movement, and I love choreographing it. So that would be my top choice.
I think I'm gonna go actually with Foxtrot because I feel like it's there's like so many different ways that you can do it. It can be like old school and jazzy, or it can be like really deep and emotional. I'm a big dude too, so I like the long, stretchy. You know what I mean? Like if I was Danny size, I'd be out here shaking my crap. You know, I can keep up, but I got too much crap to shake for that. So I like the big, long, stretchy dances. So yeah, Viennese waltz and foxtrots, those are my paso. I love paso, those kind of styles.
Yeah.
Nice. Nice.
Yeah.
I mean, a little bit kind of echoing what Sharna was talking about. I like dance because I love music. And so it's really not so much about the style that I like choreographing as much as whether the song is fire. Like if the song is inspiring, it's powerful, or it's fun, and it's a quick step, cool. If it's a Viennese waltz, I have to agree with Pasha. I'd say Viennese waltz lends itself to great storytelling, but also the 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3 timing. It allows you to settle into the slows, but also have sweeping movement throughout the floor, which is really powerful, especially if you can teach your partners how to do that. So I would say Viennese waltz or the paso doble are two styles that I try to bank because I know those are going to be very powerful dances.
With these stars, they obviously become incredible by the end of the season. Like we watch people turn into what looks like sometimes,
Girl,
which leads me to my next point. A lot of them look professional by the end of the season, but when it first starts, you really never know what you're going to get. Is there a behind-the-scenes trick that you do with them that might make them look better than they are to us?
There is definitely smoke and mirrors involved with some partners. Like, I can't lie. There is, and there has to be, because at the end of the day, you have to get a dance on stage. It has to happen on show night, and you want it to be great. So you figure out at the start of the season, all right, what are your partner's strengths and weaknesses? What are they good at? What are they not? And how do you then build on what they are good at? And maybe that's a slow build and burn in the beginning. And by the end of the season, they're building up that vocabulary of dance. And that's what's really cool to watch. But, you know, some people don't necessarily progress in the dancing, but they have such a good time out there. You're like, cool, let's play characters, let's party, let's entertain everyone and be that couple. And I think there's a place for everyone on the show. Not everyone has to end up an exceptional dancer, but they do have to go in, be vulnerable, and give it everything they got. I think that's what we love when we watch the show.
Right. And they win audience members over that way, especially with the voting. You may not be the best dancer, but people want to watch your storyline, like you said, be a character, and just entertain on stage.
Exactly.
There, speaking of always, no matter what, through the middle of a season, there's the fan conversation of what is the point of this show? Like, are we voting for who we love, who are our favorite, or are we voting for who are the best dancers and should deserve to go to the next episode, the next week? I'm interested to know how you guys sort of define the show. Like, are we? I know you want to obviously go to the next week, so hey, vote for me. But when you see that discourse in the middle of the season, what do you guys think?
I like that question.
I think it depends which celebrity you have. If it's the one that needs to go because they love, then you're like, yes, guys, that's what this show is about. You know what I mean? If you love them, vote for them. If you have somebody who dances well, you're like, yes, guys, pay attention to their dancing. But no, in reality, I think the core of the show is to see people's journey. And yes, progress is part of the journey, and you want to see them improve and get better. But sometimes improve and get better is not necessarily just technique, but even, let's say, if you had a fear of even coming out and doing something like this out of your comfort zone, and then the next week you're getting better with it, you know, and you settling in and feeling more confident. So I think the journey, that would be, if you're enjoying their journey, then you should keep voting.
I
think people vote for, at least in my opinion, I try to build stakes for my partners. You know, I want them to buy in. People love seeing other people be passionate about something. I could watch somebody on Hollywood and Highland juggle, but if they're exceptional and they are passionate about juggling, I'm gonna be glued to the process, you know? So it's less about the quality of dance and more like how passionate is this person about what they're doing, and are they reaching beyond their comfort zone, beyond their ability to accomplish that goal. And I think it's all relative, you know? There's obviously such a wide range of skill sets that enter the competition. it isn't fair. It isn't level playing fields. But what is a level playing field is how much effort one gives to the process. And that is something that everybody has access to, right? Regardless of their dance experience or not. So there are folks that come in with dance experience, and of course that feels like an advantage, an unfair advantage. But if there's a character on the show that cares about it, you know, everybody has access to care. Everybody has the ability to be passionate. So I think that's really the metric that the audience gravitates to.
Yeah. Definitely. Do you guys feel, because already the discussion has happened, right? Because we're getting ready for a new season, which we're so excited for. And we do already have some cast members that have been announced. And people see like Jackson Olsen doing dance. He's in Savannah Bananas. He's dancing around. And viewers are like, this guy has dance experience already. When you guys see that as like, come on, everybody sort of starts at the same point? Or do you think, I kind of want the person who has a little bit of dance experience?
Yes, 100% everybody wants the person with a little
Yeah,
but
I think we'd be all up here lying.
I argue that point though, Val, because what if they're can I cuss on this podcast?
Yeah, can,
what if
absolutely.
they're a dick?
There
What
are
if they've
young
got
viewers
dance
here, though,
experience,
so.
but they're not cool to be around. Like, I think ultimately as a pro, what you want on the show is someone that comes in with that passion that you're talking about, that ability to be vulnerable and step out there and give it everything you got. Because it's no good if you've got someone that's got all the talent in the world, but not the care for it.
Yeah.
So for me, sorry, B, I didn't mean to take your answer. Like, you please say your piece, but like, I don't
No.
think it's just about dance experience.
Yeah, I actually think if we were just to look, like if we were just numbers people and you look at all the seasons there have been of Dancing with the Stars, I think more often than not, the person that's the best dancer does not win the show. I think more often than not, it will end up
which is a
catching them at the
reflection
end.
to our voting system.
So it's your guys' fault.
America.
Yeah,
Right.
But again, like I said earlier, I think you are entertaining and appealing and marketing to a populace that maybe isn't overly trained in ballroom dancing. Like, how many professional ballroom dancers are the ones that are going home, sitting down, watching the show, and then rating Val's cha-cha? You know, it's the people that are at home. Yeah, they're like, oh, you know what I mean? It's the people that are at home with their moms, their brothers or sisters, their grandmas. It's the tradition of Dancing with the Stars now. So they may not be overly trained in dancing, but I love when Andy comes on and smiles and puts his all into it and has heart and passion, and I'm going to vote for that. It's relatable, right? It's less relatable to come out there and hit a perfect New Yorker. That's less relatable. As much as it's a part of the show, it's less relatable. So I think you can kind of look back at the history of the show and see that maybe the most trained and professional dancers aren't the ones that are winning most of the time.
Yeah, I mean, the commentary behind the show and throughout the season is so passionate. I mean, look at all the fans who came to support you guys.
Yes, and thank you.
For an amazing weekend. They come out to the live shows. They're voting every week. But then on the other side of that, you're trying to do your job. You're trying to focus. You want to win. There's so much commentary online. How do you separate yourself when you're actually trying to work and do the show?
You don't read comments. You turn those notifications off and you don't read anything or watch any person rating you from 1 to 10 when they're sitting at home. Because being at home and saying coulda, woulda, shoulda, but didn't, right? Like, it's so easy to say. When you're, and what I'm excited for is actually Sunday when some of these fans get to dance with our pros. Because now you're going to see what it's like when you have 2 seconds to learn a dance, and then all of a sudden you see all these people sitting in front of you and the lights come on and you're like, deer in headlights, you know? Like, it's scary sometimes. Sometimes you get a celeb where it's like they see all that and they're like, oh my gosh, what's my first step? You know? And then other times you get someone who's super confident and they can go out and kill it. So it's so easy to say they should have done it like this, and this, but the end
Absolutely.
of the day,
Coming from two people who commentate on the show and who have no rhythm, we sit back every week and go, oh my God, I can't believe they did that.
Yeah, speaking of, You're like,
again, I remember something you said. No.
it's
I'm like, that was a lift.
honestly, you don't have time. Truly, you don't have time. When you're in the studio and you have 5 days to learn a new dance with someone, well, in my case, I've not really had person with dance experience, but when you're learning a new dance in 5 days, you're not thinking about winning. You're not thinking about losing. You're literally thinking of surviving those few days you get before the live show and just truly dedicating everything to your partner and making sure that they feel safe and comfortable when those lights come on and cameras come on.
It's a balancing act, and I just wanted to share one example of so last season, Alex, we somehow, because it's all strategy too, and at the end you want to dance your best dances, and on the repeat dance somehow we were able to get it to be a waltz. And last minute she was like, no, we can't do a waltz. I was like, and we only had a choice between a waltz, rumba, and a samba. And Danielle already said samba is, or rumba rather, is very hard to teach a pro. So I was like, waltz, we get to sweep through the space. I was like, this is the one. This is a really good dance to do in the final. And she was like, TikTok's gonna destroy me because I've only done 2 Latin dances all season. I've done 2, Viennese waltzes. We're going into the finals with another waltz. We need to do a Latin dance. And I agreed, and I ended up saying, okay, let's do the samba, which was, again, a harder dance, but...
Which was so good.
Yeah, so good.
So hot.
Thank you.
So good.
But this is a small example where she was conscientious of what the public was going to react like. And so it is a balancing act. I think you need to not get too high when the world is obsessed with you and not get too low when you're on the receiving end of some, online hate. I think is just a natural process of life.
Summer is full of vacations, weekend getaways, and spending more time outdoors. And when you're packing for a trip, the last thing you want to do is worry about your hair. Nutrafol is the #1 dermatologist recommended hair growth supplement brand, and it's the #1 hair growth supplement brand personally used by dermatologists. Nutrafol's hair growth supplements are peer-reviewed, NSF certified for sport, and clinically tested. It's not a one-size-fits-all approach. Nutrafol offers multiple formulas for men and women tailored to different life stages, like postpartum or menopause, and lifestyle factors such as plant-based diet, so you get support that's actually right for you. Let your hair be one less thing to worry about. See visibly thicker, stronger, faster-growing hair in 3 to 6 months with Nutrafol. For a limited time, Nutrafol is offering our listeners $10 off your first month subscription and free shipping when you visit Nutrafol.com and enter promo code CHICKS. That's Nutrafol.com, spelled Nutrafol.com, promo code CHICKS.
Everyone is so fascinated now with the pros. We even have a new show where we're trying to find a new pro. And I think we are very used to having certain pros on our TVs, and we fall in love with them and we want them to be there season after season. But it's fun to see some new faces in the mix. But I would love to know, because now there's a whole competition show to be a pro. How did each of you end up on the show or getting that call? Who called you first? Some of you have been a part of the show for a very long time, some brand new. But Hailey, I'll start with you. When you found out you were going to be in the troupe, how did you find that out?
Okay, so I've actually gotten asked about this a lot. If there's an audition process, for my year personally, there wasn't any audition. So here's me all summer just praying for a call from Dina Katz, hoping for the best. Luckily, we had social media, so I was trying to kind of just broadcast that I was interested in it, training in ballroom as much as I could, messaging people. I'm so lucky to have connections like Val and Jenna, who are my aunt and uncle. So I was just trying to make it very clear that I wanted to be on the show. But honestly, it was kind of luck.
Yeah.
I was just hoping for a call, and I ended up getting it. I didn't know, though, that I even had a chance. I didn't know if she was looking at me at all. But yeah, that's kind of just how it works.
Girl, you are you. You are special.
But
I'm
also
sorry. It's
luck.
not just luck. You are special.
And good manifesting, putting yourself out there. If you putting yourself out there on social media is such a huge thing too to get
for sure.
people's attention now. Sharna, what was your journey getting on this show?
There really wasn't audition processes back that long ago.
Yeah.
I was on a show called Burn the Floor, and we were doing a performance having a run on Broadway, and there was a lot of dancers that got recruited from that show. We were a ballroom predominantly show, and we came and did a performance to promote that show on Broadway on Dancing with the Stars. And they very sneakily were just like, hey, what's up? Come in this room right here. And sat me down in front of a camera and asked me questions. And that apparently was my audition. That was like a camera test. And then not long after that, I was like this little punk rocker with black and blue hair. And I, so excited that they were interested in me. And it was Sasha and Peter. I think, no, not Emma at the time. There was a bunch of us that got recruited. A few months later, they sent out contracts to us, and I was still under contract for a year, so we stayed in contact. 2011, I joined the troupe.
Wow.
So yeah, they just recruited us. It was very cool.
So cool.
Danny, what was yours like?
Mine was a little different. I was, we Pasha and I competed together for a long time, and we were just truly very focused in the competitive world. We're like, all right, we want to do this, this, and this. And then we went on World of Dance. They found us. They somehow found us on YouTube. We did
somehow Girl, everyone saw those dances on World of Dance. Y'all were insane. Oh my God, spectacular.
They found us and they were like, do you want to do World of Dance? And we're like, okay, why not? We went on World of Dance. I went on tour with Derek, and then we got called that if we were interested, we can do the auditions. I was on tour, so I couldn't. So I just submitted my video with Derek.
Oh, that's not a bad.
That's a good idea. So
pretty great.
send me Derek. Should be a good one.
So we actually auditioned separately because since Danny was on tour, I got the same call, and I ended up going to LA for an audition. And it was actually quite an interesting day. There were lots of dancers. The Dancing with the Stars studio where we trained was packed. I think it was from morning till late night, probably a couple of hundred people auditioning. And it was a 4-part journey throughout that day. You had to choreograph a dance to one of the popular pop songs so they can see how you can utilize like a random song and combine it with some ballroom or Latin style. Then you had to perform it. And then I was locked in a studio for 15 minutes with a non-dancer with cameras on to see what I can teach them in 15 minutes.
Wow.
And then the last part of the audition was just an on-camera interview to see how you answer questions. And the questions were very interesting too, So definitely outside of the box. Like if you were an animal, which animal would you be?
Wow. What did you answer?
I think I said a bear because I can be like cuddly, but then if something goes wrong, I can become a grizzly bear.
Yeah. Multiple types of bears.
And so that was the audition. And then that season, they ended up hiring 2 new pros, 1 girl and 1 guy. And that was us. And we're just so lucky that we joined the show together.
I'll never forget. I'll never forget because we got a call together and we're like teaching a group class back in Manhattan. And Dino's like, I have some good news and I have some bad news. The good news is, Pasha, you're going to have a partner this season. The bad news, and we're like celebrating. We couldn't care less at that point. I'm like, oh my gosh, that's it. And she's like, well, we got some bad news. Like, we don't really have a partner for you, but we would love for you to still be on the show. There's no troupe this year, but we would love for you to have that pro position and it was me and Keo. And I was like, are you kidding? It's the best thing ever. Like, I don't need to be a pro yet. I could just like stand here and watch all day. It was so fun. It was genuinely the call that changed our life forever. So
amazing.
And we get to do it together.
And that first partner ended up being Kate Flannery from The Office, which is going to be here tomorrow.
Yes. Amazing. Brandon?
So I've actually been around the show for quite a while. I competed on like a little junior segment during season 6, or it was forever ago. I was 13, so it was a lot of years. And then there was actually a long spell where I stopped dancing. So I didn't dance, or I wasn't performing for almost 3 years, and I was actually going to school. I wanted to be a doctor. I wanted to be a surgeon. Like I had kind of, there was no interest from the show. I actually sent in an audition tape with Lindsay. And they messaged me back and were like, hey, thank you, but no thank you, like in the most respectful way.
Damn.
So I was like, well, I guess it's time to go.
It's not you, it's us.
Yeah, it's not you, it's me.
You were like, I'm going to go be a doctor
I was
now?
like, well, yeah, I was like, I got to do something. I was broke. I got to make some money somehow. So it's time to go to school, and and make some money. So I was in school and I was doing like some little shows on the Vegas Strip actually. And the producer that was still around the show back when I was 13, it was actually his last season with Dance with the Stars, and he called me and was like, yo, this is super random, but we just had a troupe spot open up, but it's super last minute. Like, can you make this happen? And I was in contract with a show in Vegas. And so I went up to the guy that was like running the show and I was like, yo, this is like an opportunity that would change my life. I've been wanting this forever. All my friends, I'm from this little hotbed in Utah where there's like 1 million dancers on the show. And the studio was called Center Stage, but it was like Derek and Julianne, me, Lindsay, Whitney, Jenna, Brittany Cherry. Like there was just all these dancers that were on the show at the time that was from this little hotbed. So I was like, they were like, basically just, it's like a farm. We're like a farm team for the
right.
So they called me, they're like,
Homegrown.
to give you homegrown, yeah. I mean, in Utah, there's nothing else to do. You know, nobody really does anything. You just dance and go to school.
Just dance and drink
yeah,
soda.
Yeah, dirty soda, no liquor. Yeah, so I got a call. I went down there and did a season of troupe, and it honestly was incredible. But I always felt like I had like this imposter, like it was going to get taken away from me. And so I just felt like I was able to kind of put my head down and work really hard, like maybe not be the most naturally talented dancer in the world, but I will always try to outwork everybody that I'm around because I feel like I have this opportunity that's kind of been laid at my feet and I don't want to disrespect it. And it's crazy now, you know, it's 10 years later and I still have this opportunity that's been given to me, and it's something that's blessed my life, you know, more than anything that I've been given. So I really, really do. It kind of scratches an itch that I would never be able to do on my own. So I'm very thankful for it.
Except you are actually exceptionally talented.
Well, thank you.
Let's not go there.
So good.
Absolutely.
Thank you.
Yeah, I mean,
That was a long time ago.
long time ago. Well, again, I mean, like I preach this all the time. I think you got to chase value, and then everything else will fall into place. I was passionate about my craft, and I pursued it wholeheartedly, and I excelled in it, and I became one of the best in the world at it, and everything fell into place.
Phone call, email.
You said, I'm just the best. It really didn't matter.
When I got casted, we still had pagers, so I got to...
I thought it was those things that were like this, Morse code.
Yeah.
You know, we would like you on...
They sent you a pigeon.
Well, no, I think they... Well, first of all, I had a little bit of an in the form of my brother was on the show for a long time, obviously the legendary Maxim Chmerkovskiy. I mean, it's like, you know, he made it and he took his boys with him, you know. So that first season he made it on the show, he immediately told the world that he had this little brother in New Jersey that's even better, and the world had to see it, you know. And he, well, I mean, you're laughing, you can't see the tears coming down my eyes, but like that's what it is, you know. This was a family venture. It changed my family's life. You know, he brought me on and he gave me a chance to also broadcast my talents, and the show was kind enough to then employ me, and the rest is history. You know, I'm very grateful. I think everybody on this stage, once again, back to you, Hailey, you are exceptional at something that they're looking for. So you don't have to beg, you just have to focus on perfecting and keep growing in your craft, and then everything else will fall into place. Social media is a great platform to showcase that effort, to showcase that journey, and to build an audience before even making it to TV, if ever even making it to TV, because it's a stage of its own. But I think, you know, what I'm proud of as far as this cast and being a part of the Dancing with the Stars family is that there's a real gratitude here. And it's not this phony, like, I'm so grateful. We are proud of what we've accomplished, but that pride was earned through years of real hard work and focus and dedication before any of this was on the horizon. So now that we are enjoying this incredible platform and how you've been kind enough to call us stars in our own right, we never set out to be stars. We set out to really perfect this little thing that only we cared about, and we loved it so much, you know. And the fact that now there's so many of you that have reciprocated that passion, it's a huge blessing. We have a very blue-collar approach to this work, and that's why we're passionate about putting in the work.
Yeah. I love how each of you have give it up.
Yep.
Amazing answer. Give it up for all the pros on stage right now. I think what you just said right there, every person in this room, everybody who watches at home can feel exactly that. You each put your all into it. You love what you do. You are so passionate about it, and everybody can feel it, and that's what makes the show so special.
That's why we've been watching for all these years.
Exactly. You're not just trying to throw together a show. You really have that love and care for it. And as audience members, we appreciate that love and care that you guys bring to the show to entertain us all. Am I right?
Yeah. And you are always entertaining to the point where there's calls for your own reality show. They want the behind the scenes of just the pros. There's so much that people are interested in, and the show could be a tad incestuous, some may say. You know, there's married couples. We got 2 of them right here. And I'd love to know what you guys feel about, like, what is it about falling in love with another dancer? Like, what brings the dancers together? Because you guys have a lot of great bonds, or even just the show in general. I know you dance with your guy. Like, there's some
that
fun.
was hard, girl.
Yeah. Maybe a little different.
I very specifically never dated my dance partners because I know that I cannot separate the dance studio and the home life. Like, I'd be just mad at both.
Yeah.
If it wasn't, if his cha-cha lockstep sucked. You know what I mean? So it was actually really hard. Brian and I were already dating for a year.
Yes.
We had said no a bunch of times because I know that about me. And then we tried and it was hard. But he did a really good job and I was super proud of him. So glad we had that experience with each other. But these guys, I do see them like with their significant other in dancing, and it's like, it's beautiful to watch that they found that and they get to share that with each other.
And it's so also, we got to go to a tour stop this year, and I feel like you see it even more in those shows where you guys really get to have these moments together. What's the best part of being able to do it all together? I'd look at you and Val as well.
Yeah, I mean, for us, it's a blessing because just a couple of days ago, Danny and I were driving, and we're just sitting quietly next to each other, not really talking, but somehow just enjoying each other's presence in silence. And we said to each other that it's so great that I don't have to wait until the end of the day to come back from work and tell you how my day was and try to describe it to you. I get to live it with you. So I don't even need to tell you anything because we go through the entire thing side by side together. On top of that, also with our kid.
Yeah.
And the fact that this show supports that, will forever be grateful because in these last 3 years, our daughter Kiki has done 3 tours before she turned 3, you know? So yes, thank you. And yes, thank you to Dancing with the Stars and the faculty, you know, for bringing this opportunity to life because, you know, they can just easily be like, no, we can take somebody without a kid and it's going to be much easier for us. Yet, you know, they drag us around with a kid and babysitters and parents and everything, you know, and put in extra effort so that we can keep living out our dreams and performing live in front of the fans and being on the road and having this experience and still living our life and have our family and kids.
Yeah, the fact that we get to do this as a family is massive because not every job supports it. And the fact that 3 months postpartum, I can go back to my job where my job is actually supporting me and giving me a pumping room and making sure there's a changing table in the bathroom. Like, Dancing with the Stars doesn't just give you that platform to create, they give you that platform to expand as a human, as a parent, as a person. And no matter where you are in the stage of life, they will support every step of the way. And truly, it has been the most beautiful thing I've ever got to witness and be a part of this family. It's truly a family, and they always want you to succeed.
So nice.
Yeah, I mean, look, it's not one size fits all. I mean, that's a beautiful story, but yeah, it gets hard, obviously. I think sometimes I just want to be a husband appreciating my wife's excellence. You know, I want to be celebrating Jenna Johnson for the professional that she is. And as much as I love and she loves the fact that we get to share this title of husband and wife, I think when it comes to the professional space here, I think it's also important that she gets her flowers for being the exceptional professional that she is, husband aside. So again, I do want to miss each other. I also, like on the show, for instance, one person has a really incredible evening, another person doesn't. And, you know, your hurt is my hurt. And you kind of go through this process together. So there are, when it's good, it's great. When it's hard, it's very challenging. But having considered all of the above, I think, like Pasha said, the privilege to take your kid on the road and have a workplace that supports your kid at work and allows you to be the mother that you always wanted. Because again, the real privilege of being successful on Dancing with the Stars is that it empowered us to be the humans that we always dreamed of being, the son that I always wanted to be, the husband that I always wanted to be, now the father that I always wanted to be. You know, those are the privileges that this show has given us and the fans have given us. So that's where a lot of our gratitude comes from.
Right, and as much as we love watching you guys as a couple and appreciate you guys letting us in, you guys are each successful in your own right. And like you were saying, like you're your own person, and we celebrate all of you individually as well.
Yeah. Because look, like we all call Danny the Ferrari. Mm-hmm. Now, if Danny's the Ferrari, what's Pasha?
Pasha's
Lewis Hamilton.
the F1 driver, let me tell you. He's the main driver.
I love that.
I love that answer. We did throw up a little Q&A on our Instagram so we could get some Chicks in the Office listeners in the mix, and we pulled some questions that we want to ask you guys, and we'll give them a little shout as well. So we'll do at JulieBarra01 asked, who has been your favorite guest judge that's been on the show?
Oh, that's a great question.
I really enjoyed Flavor Flav.
Listen, that was a controversial one because
but he was fun.
You know, originally he was giving out 9s, then he gave everybody a 10, and I think it pissed some people off, but he was very entertaining.
I think Tom Bergeron was great.
Yeah.
You know, he lived through the show. He knew exactly what's happening, you know, behind the closed doors, what the pros and the celebs are going through. So I think when he was judging and giving out his comments, he had all of those things in mind.
Mm-hmm. Have somebody with some experience getting up there and knowing what kind of score they're giving.
Do you guys ever have any insight on who the guest judges are going to be beforehand, or do you find out when we all find out?
When do you find out?
We find out in the preview for next week. It'll be like,
approximately around the same time, yeah.
We're all in this together.
Yeah. We're all along for the ride together.
Becca B Talks TV says, what's your favorite part of live show nights that us viewers don't get to see?
I think I could speak for all of us. There's a moment, so you do your dance, right? You go up there, you get your scores, little interview, then you leave. The either positive or negative response to your dance, I think I wish people could, like I could put people in my pocket and just have them watch all week the highs and lows that your celebrity experiences as they're learning this dance. And when they go out there and they nail something that they have put 100% of their effort and energy into, all their mind power, all their body, and it goes well for them. The moment when the camera cuts and it goes back to the next couple and it's just back to the two of you in your little bubble, the relief and the satisfaction that your celebrity sees. You have to remember that these people are professionals in another space.
Yeah.
So then they're taking themselves out of their space where they feel comfortable, where they can dominate that industry and bring them where they're used. It's like a toddler, right? You're teaching them how to walk again. So then to see them have the relief and the being able to succeed at something like that, for me, I look forward to it every single week. And sometimes it's not the most positive experience, right? But it's still something that's real and vulnerable and they can learn from and they can grow from. So for me, it's like the moment right after you're done dancing, you're still in the show, but the camera's cut away and you're able to discuss what just happened. I mean, there's so few of those. Sometimes you only get 6 of them a season. Sometimes you get 11 of them a season, but there's so few of them that I really cherish those, like the little nuggets for me throughout the season.
Yeah. Watching it is really such a cool experience too, like seeing, we've gotten to watch live a couple times and just the ins and outs and how fast everything moves. Like that is what you don't see on TV. You see the confetti and the special effects, everything, and then you see all these people come up and have to clean the floor in 30 seconds, and it moves so fast.
And speaking of fast, you guys think these guys dance fast on TV. When you are watching them in real life,
Yeah.
I can't believe my eyes seeing you guys like in real life, and they'll see later tonight.
I was going to say, that's why you're all very lucky to be here to see it all happen. At Claire Fowler 0420 said, what's your most memorable comment, praise, or critique? So I guess maybe just more memorable comment from the one and only Len Goodman. Do you have anything that you remember specifically or a memory to share?
If you don't mind, I'll start.
Yeah.
It was my first season on the show, and it was a few weeks into the competition. I was dancing with Kate Flannery, and I remember Len giving me a compliment on my choreography. And for me, that was like a big welcome to the show, you know, hearing it from him, and especially that coming from competitive ballroom industry, Len is someone who we always look up to and admired. He was an iconic ballroom dancer himself. He was a very famous and established judge in ballroom competitive world. So I would say his opinion and his stamp of approval meant a lot to a lot of us. So on my first season, getting that praise was like the biggest compliment and made me feel like, okay, I think I'm ready for the show.
Yeah.
Anybody else?
No. I try to block out most of the commentary that comes out of. I try to forget it immediately. No, I think I think they're in a hard position to give feedback on certain things that are so objective and subjective rather. So I empathize with their position. Sharna plays that position on the Australian Dancing with the Stars. But yeah, I mean, any sort of validation from Len Goodman was something very, very sought after from all of us professionals.
Yeah, I think if I could think of anything, it's whenever Len gave you praise, you were like, oh, your shoulders just dropped 3 inches. You were like, okay, I did good in this one. Because you wanted to, he was always the one you focused on making happy. Like, is Len going to love this? And I remember probably getting in trouble more than getting praise, to be honest, because I'd be in full panic mode that week of like trying to do the things to make Len happy. And then when you knew that you did and you got that positive feedback, it was a really beautiful thing. But judging is really hard. Yeah, I do it in Australia, and you have a very short amount of time to get something across that's going to make sense. And the fans are going to understand, the dancers are going to understand, and can be helpful. And so I really have so much respect for all of our judges and what they do up there.
Daniella, you were going to say something?
Yeah, I remember Len gave me a 4 with Iman Shumpert, and it was for our first jive together. And I just remember, because I was like, Iman, if you're going to listen to anyone right now, it's going to be Len. Because this guy, if you get any type of praise from Len, you know you've done your job. You know you made it, and it's going to be the best week ever. But when he gave us that 4, it kind of like, it hit Iman.
Don't listen to Len. Don't listen to Len.
No, opposite. It fed us week to week, and our only goal was to make Len proud. And I will never forget coming out in my contemporary with Iman, and Len giving us a 10.
One of the best dances of all time.
I have chills. Like, even you just bringing that up.
Yep.
But I remember he gave us a 10, and Iman is like, I can go home now. That's it. Like, Len gave us a 10. That was what I strived to get from the show. And the fact that he gave us his, love for that dance was everything to us. And Len is...
Yeah, absolutely.
I feel like you don't see 4s come out so often anymore.
No.
Thank goodness.
That's a question, though, right there. Do you wish that maybe they would?
Yeah.
Yes.
I think it depends what partner you have. Before we answer that, I think it depends who you have.
I think regardless of the partners, I wish we would start
Gives you more
the average
space
score a little lower.
to go up.
So we have somewhere to go so we could really celebrate those 9s and 10s when we earn them.
There used to be 3s.
Yeah, again, because I think, like I've been harping on this, but people at the house, they're going to really listen to what these judges are scoring if they don't know how to judge cha-cha technique, but then they see that week 1, everybody's getting 7 and 8s, and then your partner is actually developing and getting better, but in the scores, you can't reflect that, so then you kind of get ceilinged off, or you kind of sit there and they'll say, oh, so-and-so's not progressing, when actually they're getting better every week, but week 1, you started at 7s, so now you can't get to 10s. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So,
Ask us again in
Right.
October.
Yeah.
We'll be like, no,
you're right though, and I think that viewers feel it too because you're like, wait, they got the same score last week to this week, but the dance this week is so much better. But it's because we're already.
And also because it's relative, and that's what's tough.
Yeah.
Like this season, I think there was a week where Andy just really had a breakthrough performance, and he got a 7, I think, and he totally earned that. And then there was another very exceptional dancer that didn't have a good week and got a 7. And it was like, okay, well, how are we gonna justify these 2 7s here? So
Right.
I wish, again, like I said, we just had a system that allowed us a little bit more numerical improvement throughout the season.
Yes.
Yeah, that is fair.
You have heard us talk about it before, but I'll say it again. Skims is top tier and their fabrics are truly one of a kind. Lately, I've been wearing cotton everything, especially as the weather warms up, and I just want to be comfortable. And when it comes to cotton basics, nothing beats Skims. The Skims cotton jersey scoop neck cami is honestly the best fit I've found. It hugs in all the right places while still feeling soft and comfortable. I actually wore this cami on the plane on the way here. It is so comfortable. It has support. It is soft. I felt like it was the perfect travel cami. Wear it under a sweatshirt or not, just really to make sure that you're cozy and feeling good, especially when you're moving around a ton. It's just really, really great. It has that perfect balance of fitted and stretchy without ever feeling too tight. It lays very well over bras. Even after months of wearing and washing, it still feels great. And I'm always telling people, Skims, I'm telling you gotta try bras, underwear, the cotton basics, the sweats. It's all great. I am only wearing Skims bras. They really are the best ones that I've found. You can shop Skims cotton and all of our favorite pieces at skims.com. After you place your order, be sure to let them know we sent you. Select podcast in the survey and be sure to select our show in the drop-down menu that follows.
Erin Sheehan wants to know, do any of you have any pre-show rituals?
Anybody superstitious?
For the fellas, we tie our shoes until we rip the shoelaces. And then we rip our shoelaces and panic. It's like self-induced anxiety.
Those shoes have to be on tight. Yeah.
Sock.
Can be no wiggle room for sure. For me personally, I definitely need to go use the bathroom. That's my ritual. Then after that, everything is great.
Like then I'm ready to go.
But for me, back in the day when I was competing on the show, it was, this is controversial, we would have half a shot of tequila.
Love
For
that.
those that did drink,
I love that,
right?
yes.
It was never a pressure.
Yeah.
And it was enough before the show and just a little bit to like calm those nerves.
No shame.
No shame, right? But now my honestly, my pre-show ritual is to talk to my significant other, my fiance Brian. He's my biggest fan. He gives me all the confidence in the world when I'm feeling like maybe I don't know how to do this or I'm going to do a bad job, and he builds me up. So that really is my pre-show ritual now.
That's so nice.
Trading in the tequila for some
Yeah.
love.
I mean, we could do both, but maybe I should do both. Yeah.
Hailey, did you guys do anything on tour before every show?
Yes, we all, this is going to sound gross, but we love to spit on the floor and then rub our shoe in it.
This is
I
the
know.
real thing. Yeah.
But it does
That's not
the
a
job.
ritual.
It makes it.
That's a ritual.
Not everyone. No, it's a ritual. But the troop.
Hey, we asked.
Yeah, we all did that, and then we would all get in a little circle and hold each other's pinkies and say a little prayer. That's always great.
Danny
Yeah.
was like, we didn't do that on tour.
Well, no, we do. We gathered every tour and we say a little prayer or we praise one of the cast members. I think camaraderie and chemistry really translates not just in sports but in arts, especially when you're on tour together. And one of the reasons why we are a successful cast is because we do have chemistry, and we have chemistry because we make the effort to do so.
Yeah. At AMAF11 asked, and Brandon, you kind of said, maybe you would have been a doctor. Who knows? If you didn't do dance and had a 9-to-5 job, what do you think it would be?
It's a curdy.
For me, it was always dance, but
Yeah.
before it, I knew that dance was going to be a thing. I was quite young, so this is not really going to make sense. But I wanted to be a marine biologist because I thought that meant I could swim with dolphins.
And you know what? I think most little girls have that dream.
Yeah,
I think
basically.
that was one of those go-to answers.
That was me.
Yep.
Yeah, and then it was always dance.
Yeah.
I would be an esthetician because I love Dr. Pimple Popper. And I love popping blackheads. I'm sorry. I just love this.
I love that.
Are you watching those videos on your spare time?
Unfortunately, all the time. I just love everything like skincare and stuff, and just like seeing all that like stuff come out of the pores. I'm weird.
That's
I don't know.
disgusting.
I'm sorry.
No, it's great. For me, I went to college for a year, and actually for this year, I really wanted to get into sports psychology. I thought it was fascinating. So I think that's what I would do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a good answer.
I like that.
Boys?
I'm obsessed with soccer, so I would either pursue career in soccer or I'd be a detective.
They're very different things.
Very different answers,
Okay.
but yes.
That's hot.
Yeah.
I already said it earlier, but like definitely like I wanted to be like a trauma surgeon. Like I always wanted to be like the guy, and they always make fun of me because they'll say that I'm like very not super emotional. Like I'm pretty like. I mean, if you ask them, they'd probably tell you that I'm emotionally unavailable. Like I have like such a flat line demeanor, and so I always wanted to be like in the chaos. Like the guy comes in, you got to make be the guy that makes the call. So yeah, trauma surgery, something like that.
He'd be cool under pressure. That's what you're saying.
I would try to. I mean, I would hope I would be.
For
I
sure.
feel like I'd be.
Like your first surgery, you'd be like,
Yeah, can you imagine? I think I'm all slick. Yeah, I'd pass out. They're like, get the doctor some medication. Yeah.
I love. Like a criminal attorney would be my career path. I would love to be either a defense attorney or some sort of prosecutor.
And you'd keep the glasses on.
I would keep the glasses on.
Yeah.
I would,
Got
you
the whole
can't handle
outfit
the truth. But yeah, I just love to engage in. I love the performance aspect of that.
Yeah.
Still, you got to be a very convincing storyteller, which I think is really great, and you get to fight for justice.
feel like Law and Order or something should give you a call because I feel like you should do that on TV for an episode. That would be amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm going to end on this question. Can you guys tease when the cast for the next season will be announced?
Girl, I wish we knew. We don't know who's on until we figure it out on whichever platform we saw it on.
Yeah, right.
Didn't Dina Katz was on the stage
Yeah,
earlier.
you need to hunt down Dina.
Yes.
That was the question for them.
We've been looking for her for many reasons.
Actually, I'll be the one to spill
hiding
it.
from you.
I'll be the
Right,
one to
yeah.
spill it. I'll get in trouble. I'll spill a little tea. It's gonna be sometime between now and December.
Thanks, Brandon.
Absolutely.
All right, you gave us nothing. Thank you.
Yeah.
I mean, it's probably going to be on GMA somewhere in the beginning of September.
Yes.
Just based on the last 34.
Everyone here
September
knows
2nd?
September
You guys
2nd.
actually know already?
Oh, you guys
we
know
didn't
that
know
bit
that.
already? Okay, so we can say that
All right,
out loud.
well, September 2nd, they all said it. Everybody knows. They all.
Yeah, so we didn't know that, but they all did.
Everyone Googled really fast.
Yeah, they were
come
like,
with the
Rhea and
VIP
Fran shouldn't have
package.
even asked that question. We all know. All right, let's sneak in one more because we have a little bit of time just to close on a happy note. We're so excited to see everybody's performances tonight. And we also get to see maybe some past dances, again, just to tease some favorite moments before. What are some of your favorite dances that have been performed on the show that weren't your performances, that you watch back all the time or think about from other pros?
I love Lindsay's and Jordan's freestyle.
Yes.
I think that was unreal, the Charleston that they did.
Yes.
I think about it often.
I think this is something that I've been rewatching recently, and for a very good reason. It's really cool that now that we have a daughter, and she's obsessed with Frozen, and we watch it every night before bed. And I get to go on YouTube and show her 2 times that Danny was Elsa on the show. So she gets to see her mom as Elsa. So those I've definitely been rewatching a lot recently.
That is so cute. Oh, I love that.
I'll say one, not just because he's sitting here, but I think like one of the most underrated seasons was Val with Normani. I think it's like a super underrated.
Yes.
She's like a killer
That's
dancer,
incredible.
whatever. But you guys did it was like you guys were gambling.
Yes, it was our Foxtrot, so big spender.
And
week 3.
and it was fire. So that dance to me, I always kind of look back at because I think Foxtrots can fall short, and that was one for me that I was like, that was fire.
Thanks, man. Yeah, I mean, I typically just watch myself. I don't really celebrate anybody else. I mean, so many. You know, I think Derek has a ever-ending, lasting rather, library of incredible performances. His freestyle with Amber Riley, I think, just was one of the epic ones. Yeah, so many. I have to, like I said, because that's been such a role model for me, and he paved so much of the way for me. My Brothers and Meryl's season, I think, is probably some of the best dancing
Beautiful work.
this show has ever seen. So, yeah, there's a lot to choose from.
It's almost like there's so many you don't know what to choose, but I would say someone that hasn't been brought up is Mark Ballas, one of his pieces from phenomenal choreographer. I always loved his work, his creativity, but I'll never forget, I also showed it to my kids, the Super Mario number he did with Sadie. Dude, the creativity was insane. But I have to say, some of my favorite things to watch back, you guys are going to see them play out, is some of the group numbers and the opening numbers that we've done, and many of them created by the incredible Mandy Moore.
Yes.
She is just, you guys, you aren't even ready for what this show is tonight. She's exceptional. But we get to go back and watch those group numbers, and I'm like, oh my God, we got to shut down Hollywood Boulevard and do an opening number. We got to shut down Griffith Observatory and do an opening number. Like, that's wild that we got to do that. And she created some of my most memorable pinch me moments ever on this show.
Yeah. Hailey, you have any favorites?
Okay, there's so many to pick from, and I don't want to make your ego higher, but one that I think about often is Val.
Girl, don't do it. Don't do it, girl.
I just have to because it was so good. But Val and Lori Hernandez, they did a samba.
Oh my God, yes.
It was really good.
The trio one?
The
hip-hip?
trio.
Oh, yeah.
Very.
I have to
very
admit,
good.
it is one of my favorite numbers.
Yeah.
The thing is, it was in the semifinals. It was a trio with my brother Max. And everyone will attest, I had a real shot that season, and I was absolutely so anxious and nervous. And, I mean, we all go through the same process. We get into like a little ball, and you just need someone by your side to kind of like, okay, let's go. Like, let's start moving, because you're so insecure about every single choice that you're making, because so much is at stake. You're so close. And I just remember my brother came in, and in very Max fashion, it's like, all right, we're going to do this, and then you're going to do this. And he kind of led the way on that piece. And in 30 minutes, we had a number that you saw on TV, and it was one of my favorite numbers. I think also because of how, again, it was like, and I tell that to Jen when we discuss the seasons, I was like, let's challenge ourselves to create out of a place of joy and not out of a place of stress. Because again, stress is a thing that can inspire certain work, but the shading of that work will never be as bright when the work comes from a place of love and joy and just excitement. And so I just appreciate it, because he came in and he turned a very heavy, dark room into this bright, positive, and gave the room flow and momentum. And a lot of times that's what you need to create.
Yeah, definitely. Guys, thank you so much. I was going to say, we do probably watch that Danny Amon Halloween, like
All
on
the
YouTube.
time.
On YouTube. On YouTube, like a lot.
Half the views are us.
A lot. I just wanted to throw that in for us too. Guys, this has been so much fun. Thank you so much. Sharna, Hailey, Danny, Pasha, Brandon, Val. Incredible. We're so lucky we got to be up here and talk with you guys. Thank you so much, everyone.
Yes.
That wraps it up.
You guys.
Give it up for your pros. And we cannot wait to watch them tonight.
Stay tuned for tonight, guys.
Yes.
It's going to be unreal.
Thank you, guys.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you.
And that wraps up today's episode of Chicks in the Office. Thank you so much for watching and listening, and we'll talk to you on Wednesday. Bye.
Bye.
Yeah, Chicks in the Office, long-time listener, first-time caller.
Look at the charts, who does it the best? Two chicks getting paid in reality.